Here, you guys got to tell me which one is what. Which one is this one? Okay, this one. Good. This one. This one. Right here. Pec 20 brachialis, and this one right here. So you guys got to separate those ones too there, okay? And this one right here is epitrochlearis. This is your long head of triceps. This is your, and this is there is medial. Right here is your external oblique, rectus abdominis, linea alba. Right here is your sartorius, gracilis. Below the sartorius, here is your tensor, fasciolata, and right here are your three quadriceps, vastus, and rectus femoris. So let's cover this, and down here is your adductor group, that is adductor longus, adductor femoris, semimembranosus, and semitendinosus. And down here you have not separated it yet, but this is your gastrocnemius, and you have to go and find the Achilles tendon down there. Okay? Is everybody okay up to this point? Let me show you first here quickly the head muscles. This is the easiest one sitting here. You see this one? Okay? So this is your mandible. So along the mandible, this V-shaped muscle is your digastric. So I'm going to lift it up and I'll separate it from the underlying mylohyoid muscle. So this is your digastric, and between the digastric, this is your mylohyoid. Okay, and if you pull it down here, this below you have this transverse jugular vein. If you see this muscle, which is covering over here, this is your sternohyoid. You press it, let me show you. This is your sternohyoid muscle, which is just sticking underneath this, and if you cut and separate it, below is your trachea. Got it? And right here on this side, this muscle is masseter, pretty big muscle, but you will see a big cutaneous muscle layer is covering over the masseter. Masseter is very shiny. Okay, I'm going to remove that, and I'm exposing these facial veins right here. I'm going to remove that. Okay, so this is, after removing this cutaneous maximus muscle, down here is your masseter. Okay, and right here I will show you later on. Here is your what do you palpate here?
Lymph nodes.
Lymph nodes. These are your submandibular lymph nodes. You see this one? You might have seen the doctors palpating right here, right? So this is your submandibular lymph nodes right here. One is here, one is here, right? And here is your, I will talk about that later on, with the parotid gland, the salivary gland. You see this big, huge parotid salivary gland. We'll study that when we'll do the digestive system. Okay. Now let's move on the back. Here is your clava trapezius. This is not a really good specimen on this side I could show you. So this is your clava trapezius, Everybody could see that this one on the neck, and this continues down into the, hold it, clavo-deltoid or clavo-brachialis. You can separate it right over here. I'm gonna hold this. See this on the neck. So this whole part is your trapezius, right? Trapezius. Clavo, this is your acromiotrapezius, and this is your spinotrapezius. You see this triangular? So you can separate the, I told you this is lying over your latissimus dorsi. It is very thin muscle. You got to be a little careful. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to use the back side of my scalpel, not the sharp side. So I will use the back side of my scalpel blade, and I will separate it from the underlying latissimus dorsi. So this is your spina, and here you can separate it from the acromiotrapezius. This is the acromiotrapezius sitting right on the scapula. This is your acromiotrapezius right here. So clavotrapezius, acromiotrapezius, and spinotrapezius, three muscles right here. Here are your three deltoids, clavodeltoid or clavobrachialis, it's the same. Just underneath that, this is your acromiodeltoid. Okay guys, this is your acromiodeltoid here. And this is your spinodeltoid. You can separate it right here. Spinodeltoid is just covering or just running across the, let me clean up this. You see this is your triceps, right? So just over the triceps right here is your spina deltoid. So 3 trapezius, 3 deltoid, and 3 triceps. Everybody got that? And right here is your gluteal, right? I will clean it up a little bit. This doesn't seem really. I'll be looking tissue down here. Have to move to my side here. So right here is your biceps, this big muscle, bicep femoris. I want to separate it right here. I will remove some of this fascia from superficial fascia sitting right on top of it. And I'll remove a little bit of this fat from here. And now here is your the gluteal. This big muscle is gluteus medius. And on top of it, if I just cut this part, this is your gluteus maximus. This is your gluteus medius. You see this big? And this is your gluteus maximus. And in the back here is your cordofemoralis. I'm separating this from here. And the cordofemoralis is right here, which is pretty tightly attached to the I'll show you on some other kitty if I'm able to get a real look of right here is your bicep. I'm gonna separate the bicep from the cordofemoralis right there. This gets attached to it. So here is your biceps, and I told you below the biceps is your nerve. Okay, so you got to be careful. I'm holding this nerve right here in my right here, the sciatic nerve. So you have to lift up and see the sciatic nerve there, and you're going to cut through your biceps right here. And you will see this nerve down right there. This is your sciatic nerve. You guys could see the sciatic nerve right here? This is the sciatic nerve. This is a long nerve which is going all the way down here, and then you will see come underneath. You'll have to cut this part to here. And this is your Achilles tendon right here. Right? And underneath this is your, can you hold this one? The another belly of your gastrocnemius. This is your gastrocnemius right here. Okay? You can see it from both sides. Gastrocnemius. Alright, and here is the lymph nodes, popliteal, right? So we covered the gluteal, we covered the biceps. What's left now? That's pretty much it? You guys got it?